Welcome back to the Houston Oilers franchise. The Oilers have been the surprise team in the NFL so far this year. We are 4-2, and we are on a 4-game win streak after starting the season 0-2. But through the first 6 games, we have had kind of an easier schedule, maybe the easiest in the NFL so far. And we play one more, possibly if you deem this as an easy game, in the Chicago Bears. They are a 2-4 football team. And going into this matchup, we have the NFL's leading rusher by over 200 yards, 199 to be exact. It's just crazy. He is having an amazing season. Antonio Gibson is going to be the first player we will offer a contract extension to. Now remember, in the expansion draft, we drafted a bunch of players, but they're all pretty much under 1-year deals. So Antonio Gibson is the one person so far that we are committing to for the long term. We will offer him a player-friendly deal. I like to use what the defaults here are, and he will accept that right away. So he will make about $4 to $5 million over the next 3 years each year and get a nice little signing bonus as well. So we go up against the Chicago Bears, and they have one of the worst offenses in the entire league, and honestly one of the worst pass defenses as well. So we are really going to try to expose them today, but it is going to be a rainy day, so we'll see how successful we will be in that. I am changing one of our focus players here, and it's Christian Barmore. He's going to be one of our focus players instead of Tyree Wilson, because Wilson honestly hasn't made too big of an impact. So I want to focus on Barmore instead and see how we can develop him. And then I'm going to try to upgrade our head coach staff modifications tree, because I eventually want to get down to adding another focus player so that we can get up to 6. And then I won't have to worry about switching guys out. I'll have like all of those slots available. Well, Justin Fields is actually having a pretty good season. 7 touchdowns, 1 interception, 4 rushing touchdowns, and he leads them in rushing. He has not had any help for a while, and hopefully in real life he gets it with DJ Moore at receiver, but we'll see how well he does. But looking at how he's doing in this series, look at the numbers across all of their receivers. Pretty dead even. But they did go out and sign Jadeveon Clowney in free agency. That was actually a pretty good signing. I think this would be a good fit for Clowney, because if he wants to find a situation that's going to pay him long term, I think going to a bad team would probably be the best path to get that. But who knows what's going to happen with him. But here we go. We are at home, actually on the road, in the rain in Chicago. And we'll see what happens here as we try to get to our 5th straight win to open the season. Here we go. Here is Marvin Mims Jr. back to receive this kickoff. He takes it to the left side, and that one will be pretty much a touchback here as Dorian Thompson-Robinson comes back out onto the field again. 8 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. He's been protecting the football pretty well the last few games. We'll see what he can do today. From the shotgun, the first handoff of this game is going to be J-Ron McAllister, the undrafted power back. He picks up 9 yards. Close to the 35. Here's Antonio Gibson, his first carry since getting that contract extension. He's been over 100 yards every single game this year. He's been incredible. Our offensive line has been too. Now getting it to a 2nd and 10. Here's a deep shot. Looking for Antonio Gibson. He has a step, and he will be overthrown. That one probably would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 3rd and 10 at our own 36. Here's DTR rolling. He's going to throw that way, and incomplete. He was looking for Kyle Phillips, his former college teammate, and it's going to be incomplete as now the Bears come out onto the field for the first time today. Khalil Herbert lined up next to Justin Fields. He gets the carry. He jukes Anthony Bishop, who gets the start today, and he picks up a first down. Anthony Bishop gets the start at free safety over Logan Ryan, who has been rumored to be in trade talks with other teams. Here's a deep shot across the middle. That is caught by DJ Moore. Christian Barmore shaking up, holding that knee. Hopefully he'll be all right. That would be a major blow here for this defensive line, who has been struggling to get sacks. And here's Justin Fields breaking a sack, scrambling and picking up a first down. Sidney Brown on the tackle. It's a gain of 13 yards. Nick Williams is in for Christian Barmore. Here's a throw to the flats, and that is caught by Darnell Mooney, who gets about 4 yards on that one. Jalen Smith, having a good season, makes the tackle. 2nd and 6. Here's Fields turning around and throwing across the middle to Devin Duvernay for the touchdown. What a play by Justin Fields, showing that athleticism in the pocket. He was thinking about scrambling to the left, turns back around to the right, and finds Duvernay. It's 7-0. So here's DTR back on the field. Here's a throw across the middle. He's got Marvin Mims, but he cannot hold on to it. It's knocked out there. He's 0-4 to start this game, by the way. 3rd and 9 now again. The pressure. Here's Clowney getting to him, and he hits him. Looking for Tanyan out of the backfield, and that probably would have been a 4th down anyway, but Clowney gets a hit on DTR. So 2 punts on our first 2 drives versus Chicago. Here's Khalil Herbert, who has the handoff to start the next drive. He picks up a gain of 4. Barmore is back into the game. It looks like that injury was minor. 2nd and 6. Here is Fields getting out of the pocket, but he runs right into Tyree Wilson for the sack. That's Wilson's first sack of his career, by the way. He was hurt through the first 4 games, and now he's back in the lineup healthy, and it looks like he just pushes the right tackle into Justin Fields. It's 3rd and 14 now. Here is Fields in the pocket, tries to step up, and there's Wilson again, who gets the 2nd straight hit on Fields, and it causes the incompletion. There's the pass rush we have been waiting for to start this series. Here is Antonio Gibson handoff to start the next drive. He gets a gain of 9. Will that 100-yard streak extend to 7 straight games to open the season? We'll have to see. Here is J-Ron McAllister, who checks in for the short yardage handoff, and he picks up the 1st down. Under center again. J-Ron still in the game here. Play action fake. DTR throws to the right side. He's got Bob Tanyan, who is absolutely killing it so far this year. He is also a guy that would be a trade candidate, but with how he's playing, we might keep him around. Pitch play to left side. McAllister fights forward. It's another gain of 9. McAllister's getting his carries early on in this game. Antonio Gibson checks in now. Here's a handoff. He hits the hole and picks up the 1st. He's got 4 carries for 16 yards, 4 yards per carry for him, 7 yards per carry for McAllister. DTR now in the pocket. He will face some pressure. There's Clowney again getting the hit on him, and it falls incomplete. It's now a 3rd and 7. DTR's jersey getting a little dirty today. Here he is now on a 3rd down. Screen pass called. It's Chase Brown who checks in. He fights for the 1st down and will get it. That's a way to counteract the blitz right there. Chase Brown gets his first catch of the game. As Antonio Gibson checks in now for a 2nd and goal. He's inside the 5. That's going to bring up a crucial 3rd and goal. 3 tight ends out onto the field now. Play action fake. DTR trying to throw short to Gibson, who got caught up into his own lineman and couldn't get free, and he gets to the 2. So it's 4th down, 4th and goal at the 2. We're going to go for it. Handoff. Gibson has the space. It's a touchdown. That's great zone blocking right there, and Gibson is in. He ties it up at 7 apiece to start this game. That was one long drive just to get into the end zone in the rain. So Fields now back onto the field now. 6 minutes left in the 2nd quarter. He keeps it on the option. He takes it up the middle, and he picks up about a gain of 9. He somehow avoids the tackler on the edge. That was A.J. Epinesa, who looked confused on that play. 3rd and inches now. Here's another option keeper. It looks like Fields reverses his tracks and ends up getting backtracked behind the line. It looks like he had Epinesa fooled. I have no idea what Justin Fields just saw. He may have saw a ghost. So they punt the ball away, and now we get the ball back with 5 minutes to go here. Stretch play to the right side. J-Ron McAllister showing off the power and breaking a couple of tackles and picking up a gain of 11. How about McAllister in this game? I love the contribution he's making now. He's technically the 3rd string running back. Here's a throw to the right side, and that's a diving catch. It's Kyle Phillips for the 1st down. He has been a chain mover so far this season. Isaiah Likely into the game in the slot now. It's now a 3rd and 4. Another screen pass call. It's Gibson who gets to the outside, puts on a juke move, and he gets a gain of 8. We move the chains again. DTR across the 50 now. 3 minutes to go here in the 1st half. Another handoff. It's Gibson who fights forward. Gain of 8. He's got 10 carries so far in the 1st half. Maybe not the numbers that he's used to seeing, but he's still getting his touches. At the 27 now, it's a 3rd and 2. Play action fake to DTR. Here's a throw to the flat. It's going to be Gibson, and it looks like he may be just inches short, and Coach Eddie George wants to go for it. It's a 4th and inches. He hurries it up back to the line right away, and it's a tackle in the backfield. It's Noah Sewell who gets back there, and it looks like there may have been a missed block on that play. So 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Justin Fields can put together a nice 2-minute drill and get the lead going into halftime. But there is a sack right away. Julian Aquara, he gets his first sack of the day, and that brings it to a 3rd and 11. How about this pass rush today, getting to Justin Fields? We know this is a weak offensive line, but they are taking advantage today. Here's Khalil Herbert showing some patience. He hits the hole and does get tackled before the first down marker. And they're going to actually punt this one away and give us about a minute to go. 2 timeouts remaining with a minute to go here in the first half. Here's a throw across the middle. It's Kyle Phillips wide open, and DTR just misses him. That was possibly a walk-in touchdown. Instead, it's a 3rd and 8. At the 27, the Bears send a blitz. Here's DTR in the pocket. He throws across the middle. It's an open Kyle Phillips. A foot race to the end zone. The 10, the 5, a diving defender can't get him. Touchdown, Kyle Phillips. That was basically an easy post route, but just using that inside leverage on that route, it was just wide open, and Phillips takes it the distance. It's 14-7 now as the Bears have the football. Here from the shotgun. Here is Fields throwing to the right side. He's got Duvernay, and that one will be a first down as they call a timeout, their first of the half. Fields, quick throw into traffic. Whoa, that one was close to being a turnover. Fields a little risky on that throw. Now 3 yards short of the 50. Here's a throw across the middle, and that's an open man again. This time it's Darnell Mooney for the first down. They call their second timeout of the half. This clock's winding down now. 8 seconds to go at the snap of that play. And Fields rolls out of the pocket and throws it away and does bring the field goal unit out here with 4 seconds left, and a long field goal will be true. It is 14-10. The Oilers have the 4-point lead. It's been tough to move the ball today in these conditions, but we have the lead. Second half action now as Fields has been pretty successful throwing the football, at least on that final drive. But here is more pressure to start the second half. It's Aquara again. He had a sack on the second to last drive of the first half. Now his second of the day. It's second and very long. Here is Khalil Herbert with a toss play and perfect blocking. He springs free, and he will pick up the first down. That's a big-time run right there. Greedy Williams on the tackle as he got the start today, giving Jordan Lewis actually a DNP pretty much as he is in trade rumors. Here is another read option, and there is Anthony Bishop there, and he could not make the play on Fields. He's definitely got to be better there if he's going to start these games. So 1st and 10 now at the 29. Here is Fields, a RPO action, throwing to the right side. It's DJ Moore, who picks up about a gain of 6. His Fields is only 7 of 9. I mean, he's been efficient, just not necessarily putting points on the board. Here is Fields now, rolling to left side, trying to get away, and he can't. It's Devin Bush with a loss of 1. That's technically a sack right there. So that is our 4th sack of the game now. It's 3rd and 5. Here is Fields rolling. Nobody's home to the right side. It's Sidney Brown, but Fields drags him for the first down. 5 for 47 on scrambles here for Justin Fields. So now here they are set up in the red zone. Here is a handoff. Khalil Herbert makes one man miss and does get tackled from behind by Jayon Brown, bringing it to a 3rd and 5. They come out here with 5 wide. Here's Fields. Quick throw. It's a first down. Darnell Mooney. They have a lot of good young receivers. Mooney's one of them, and he gets inside the 5 for a 1st and goal now from the 4. Khalil Herbert. Handoff. Great blocking. Untouched. He's in for the touchdown. And Khalil Herbert is running all over us today. A couple of long runs. And now here they are over 100 yards rushing in this game. Here is Gibson with the first carry of the next drive. down by 3 points. Let's see what we can do here as we line up here in the trips formation on the right side. It's DTR around the edge getting hit. And that is Ngakwe who does get there, and he knocks the ball out of DTR's hands. They're going to call that actually an incomplete pass. So here is Fields backing onto the field with a chance to extend this lead. Khalil Herbert with the handoff. He has a lot of space and a gain of 15 yards and a first down. Khalil Herbert is putting up numbers today. Fields under pressure. He's going to go down. It's Tyree Wilson, his second sack of the game. That's 5 total sacks today, and we had pretty much 5 coming into this game. Incredible. It's 3rd and 13. Here is Fields throwing to the sideline. Khalil Herbert, he has it, but good tackle by Anthony Bishop, and Devin Bush is there for the cleanup as well. So now still down by 3. 1 minute to go here in the third. Here is DTR. Quick throw. It's Bob Tonyan who's got the first down. He gets to about the 40-yard line. DTR has been okay today. Hasn't turned the ball over, but hasn't really stretched the ball down the field except for that one long drive, that one long touchdown pass. But here's Gibson. Finally springs forward for a big gain. He has a gain of about 14 yards, and that's a first down across the 50. We start the fourth quarter. Quick throw. It's Kyle Phillips. Good catch right there. And that's a gain of 6. And now it's a 3rd and 1 at the 37. We're just out of field goal range. Here is DTR in the pocket. Quick throw. They sent the all-out pressure right there. Cover 0. And it's a first down. Good find to Tonyan. Another fresh set of downs here. Here is the pressure up the middle. DTR gets out of the pocket. He throws on the run, and he's got Sky Moore in the game. He makes the catch and picks up the first down. Good Sky Moore sighting here in this game as he got benched a couple of games ago, and he hasn't been on the field ever since. Chase Brown checks in. He gets 6, and that brings it to a 3rd and 4. At the 6-yard line, DTR in the pocket. He's going to throw, and that one is caught. It's Marvin Mims in the back of the end zone for the touchdown. What a throw by DTR right there. He needed to buy a little bit of time. He threw it at the right second. And that is a great catch right there by Marvin Mims. He's had 3 straight games with a touchdown at least. He's off to a really good start to his career. Speaking of a good start, how about Khalil Herbert? He's over 100 yards with that carry. 10 yards per carry. He's at 113 yards rushing on just 13 carries. Now at the 47, Chicago throws across the middle, and that is going to be dropped. A big-time drop by Khalil Herbert. He's been killing it all game long, and he makes a big mistake right there. So Chicago elects to punt, and they trust their defense to come up with a stop here. We'll see what happens. Now looking to run this clock a little bit. Here's a stretch play. This time Gibson picks up the blocking. He has space, and he has a first down. He's about 27 yards short of that 100-yard mark. But he will be the lead back here on this final drive. Here is Antonio Gibson, another carry up the middle, and he gets stuffed. It's 3rd and short now. He's looking for the play call. He can't get it in. Communication issues. We'll see if that backfires. DTR now under pressure. It's Jack Sanborn. Unevaded to the quarterback, and that's going to be a big-time sack. Maybe he had issues communicating with his offensive line right there. So he punts this one away. This is Devin Duvernay back to receive the kickoff, and this one will be on the ground, and it looks like it's picked up. It's Jordan Lewis, who was supposed to be sitting today. He falls on the football, and they're going to call block in the back. But pay attention here. We actually hit accept on this penalty, and we give the ball back to the Chicago Bears on accident. So the Bears get to retain possession. I'm not sure if that was an actual fumble or if they would have reviewed it. I'm sure they wouldn't have, because I don't think Madden is that smart to review that after a penalty. So here we go. Here's Justin Fields now. He needs to go the distance, and he fumbles right away. Picked up, wow, by the Bears, and they retain possession at the 27 now. This drive continues. Here is a throw to the sideline. That's caught by Cole Kmet, but he stays in bounds. They have to call a timeout right there. Another quick throw across the middle to Kmet. He picks up 2 straight first downs. So they have one timeout, 43 seconds to go at the 46-yard line. Coming out here with 3 wide receivers to the right side. A quick throw across the middle. It's Khalil Herbert. This time he holds on to this one and picks up 8. They run the hurry up. 25 seconds to go. Another quick throw. It's DJ Moore. And they're throwing to the middle of the football field. They've called their final timeout right there. So 1st and 10 now. 3 wide receivers to the left side again. Here is Fields. He gets out of the pocket and throws it away. He possibly had so much running space to run. Instead, he panics. And now it's a 3rd and 10. 11 seconds to go. Fields in the pocket. Has all day. No pressure. He eventually throws this away. There's a flag on the play. We'll see what the referee calls. And they will call roughing the passer. So Jayon Brown gets called for that. And now they are at the 18 with a fresh set of downs, but only 4 seconds to go. This is the game. Here's a throw across the middle. It's Cole Kmet. He breaks the tackle, and it's tackle at the 3. That will be the ball game. It looks like Kmet had an open lane to the end zone, and Sidney Brown comes in, pushes him back, and he will stop that game-winning touchdown drive and halt it at the 3-yard line. What a finish to end that game. The touchdown or the 100-yard streak for Antonio Gibson is over, but that was an excellent game, especially from our defense in some very, very tough conditions. And looking at what they did, they basically played to the conditions. They ran the football very, very well. We ran the ball well too, but the Bears were doing anything they could to get the ball to Khalil Herbert. They were throwing him the ball in the backfield, toss plays, sweeps, everything. It worked out, but in the end, Sidney Brown made an excellent tackle right there. Probably a big reason we won this game as well is because the Bears have a terrible offensive line. I believe their right guard is like 63 overall. I was just attacking him all game long, and it ended up resulting in 5 sacks. Even times where we didn't get to Fields, we were pushing him out of his spot. He couldn't really stay in the pocket. Remember that sack earlier in the game where Tyree Wilson got the sack when Barmore pushed him out of the pocket? That was a big one. But we just took advantage of, just that poor offensive line in this game, and it definitely worked out. So Logan Ryan comes to coach after that, and he says, hey, a win's a win. That was a trap game, but we got it done. 1,000 XP to all of our players on our roster. That is amazing. I think we've had 2 of those so far this year. We had one where we got 1,000 and one where we got 2,500. So Madden will definitely help you out with your team building for sure quite a bit, and they will have those boosts for you throughout the season. And we do have a few upgrades after that plus 1,000 XP. Devin Bush, he's been pretty good. Like, as the season has been going on, he has been a lot better, and I like what I see out of him, and he could be due for a contract extension as well. Laviska Shenault, he was hurt during this game, and that's why you saw Sky Moore in. You saw a little bit more of Kyle Phillips, and Laviska Shenault will return next game. I believe he was actually hurt in practice, so he did not suit up at all. Zach Tom has been excellent at left tackle. He had a pretty good day today. We didn't see a lot of pressure off the left edge. It was more Jadeveon Clowney coming off the right edge, so Isaiah Wynn definitely had his hands full at right tackle. Anthony Bishop got the start today at free safety. He's going to need to develop a little bit more. He definitely had a couple of plays where I was scratching my head. His pursuit is at a 64, so that may explain a lot. He could not catch up with Justin Fields. So we are 5-2, and we are about halfway through the season, and we have a good sample size of sliders. Now, I've been using Matt 10 sliders as he's been providing updates, but I'm going to start to kind of use his sliders along with others because I'm finding a couple of things. Running the football is entirely too easy, so we're going to put the run block down to 1. I saw Kane's 31 sliders on Operation Sports. He has run blocking at 1. I'm hoping that will help. And then I'm going to put QB accuracy down for the user a little bit. I don't feel like we're like super efficient, but I do feel like sometimes it should be probably tougher to throw the football. And then I'm going to put our pass blocking down as well and see if that helps with, blocking for the pass, because I feel like we're a little too dominant right now. We're not giving up too many sacks, and that's kind of an issue. I feel like with a young offensive line, there should be a little level of, being tough there. We do actually go to the transaction log and make a transaction here, picking up Ronnie Harrison. I thought he would be an excellent addition to the secondary because we don't really have somebody who is a big hitter at safety right now on the roster. But that brings up another roster spot here where we try to free up, at least a spot and try to get something for Nick Cross. He will be the first expansion drafted player. We drafted him from the Colts, who we will trade. And we will trade him to the Packers, who look like they have two safeties who are going to have expiring contracts. So I thought this would be an excellent fit for them. We trade Nick Cross to the Packers for a 6th round pick. I knew we weren't going to get too much, and we have the difficulty on hard. So that is going to be the first trade of the series. I brought up during that game that both Jordan Lewis and Logan Ryan are both on the trade block, and they are probably going to be traded here next episode at the trade deadline as we look to obviously acquire draft picks and hopefully make it harder for the series for us to win. We are 5-2 on a 5-game win streak, but I'm looking for a little bit more difficulty. I am playing on all Madden. I am playing with these sliders, so hopefully that slight change that we just made, making run blocking at 1, pass blocking at 35, QB accuracy at 35. Like I said, I'm using a combination of Matt 10 sliders on all Madden and also Kane's 31 sliders, who is actually, his sliders are a lot more difficult, but I don't agree with a lot of them. So I'm going to just pick a little bit and then make adjustments as I see fit. So that's going to do it for this episode. Next episode will be the trade deadline, and then we will have a doubleheader with the Lions and Giants, and then the back half of the schedule is extremely tough. So I'm actually pretty excited for Week 10 and beyond. So hit subscribe, hit that like button. Let me know what you guys think of the victory today and our 5th straight victory. Stay tuned. Let's get it. Let's go.